Good evening, friends. Welcome to 99 Days. So it's the end of the day, but it is before midnight. So technically, I am here before the end of the day. So I guess this counts. So right now, we're taking a look at my screen, the iPad that I use for controlling the drone videos. And you can see here where I did a flyover of a meeting that I was at. And I did a couple of different maneuvers. One of them was just straight over the group. I asked for everybody's permission before I did this, and everybody said, "Oh, sure," because we wanted to post it in our private discussion group. This here is an orbit where you kind of circle around. Now, we were in kind of a space defined by these roofs here, so there wasn't a lot of room to do a lot of maneuvering, but we got some nice pictures of the group. But what I really wanted to show everybody today was one of my favorite things that I found to do with one of my latest drones, and that is these cool tiny Earth pictures. This is a panorama, a spherical 360-degree panorama composed of a whole bunch of different pictures. And what happens to make this picture is I put the drone up into space at a certain spot, and here I'm standing. You can see right straight in the middle of the screen as a particular vehicle, so the drone is right over that. I put it in space, I aim it in a particular direction, and then I tell it to go ahead and make a 360-degree panorama. So the drone then takes a series of pictures. It takes one up, takes one like this, takes one down, and then it goes over a little bit. And then it takes, again, a whole series. And it will take about 27 pictures in high resolution, and then stitch them all together and create this real cool panorama, which I'm sitting here using my finger to move around and look at different places in it. This particular day, like I said, I was over this this neighborhood that's above Baker's Beach in San Francisco. And I really wanted to see what I could do for getting a very good picture of the Golden Gate Bridge. Now, you can also look over this way and see downtown San Francisco. That's the Salesforce Tower right in the middle. And you scroll over this way and you find the Sutro Tower, which is a very interesting television tower there. And then you're looking out over the Sunset. I believe this is called the Richmond District. There's a VA facility up here. And then out here, of course, is the across the way there is the Marin Headlands. And we're going out to the sea, to the Pacific Ocean. The sun was pretty nearly setting. But I really like how this one came out. It's got really good detail. You can really enjoy zooming all around on the video. You can zoom out, and I'm really happy with this. The original pictures, though, have even more detail, so I can actually make the bridge. I can zoom in about another 2 times with the original pictures. But this is everything that's just on the iPad. I thought I had some more pictures downloaded that I did very recently, but I'm not seeing them directly here. This 360-degree panorama is pretty cool. It's Lake Berryessa. And as we zoom into this one to see what is going on, this is actually a long exposure taken at night. I believe these are 8-second exposures. And the exposure was long enough you can see the stars, and you can recognize the Big Dipper constellation there. The moon was out, and because of the long exposure, basically the surface of the moon is like photographing a daylight scene. And that's difficult to do when everything around it is dark and you want to bring up you know, a long exposure to get enough photons from the rest of the scene to be able to see what's going on. But this is real neat because any kind of lights and things like that really are pretty brilliant. Campfires and things like this. This was probably about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And the interesting thing here, if you look right on the middle of the picture here, going across the water is some wires. You see three thin lines and then another line slightly offset from them, not quite parallel to the other three lines. I did not notice those wires when I was flying. So I was right directly below this point and just flew the drone up to certain heights to see what it could see. I think this picture here is probably about 300 to 400 feet, and so it's pretty well the maximum height that I would want to fly. But anywhere where there was street lights and things, it's lit up really brilliantly. I was real happy with how this picture came out. It made it look like it was almost daylight. Let's see. We have some other pictures here in Healdsburg. Now this was out around some various vineyards out in the Napa wine country. So I did some flyovers of the wine country, and at each spot where I stopped, you can usually see me right there down below the drone. I wanted to catch flyovers of a lot of vineyards. I have an idea of something special for us on Saturday, where I'll show you more of the footage from these vineyards here. So this is pretty neat because if you go ahead and I guess if I focused out of the app, out of the picture by clicking on it, now it's just gradually letting it move on its own. I'm not even actually having to press my finger to the screen. So anyhow, this is let's see here. A couple of others I wanted to show you. Let's see here. This was some more of them here. I caught some really good reflection of the moon on the water, as you can see. And we see some people down there fishing. So they had their flashlights, which was a pretty neat effect. And here again, we got stars. The exposure was long enough to catch constellations, which just, I was really tickled pink when I saw that. Now, I could take these original pictures, the 27 original pictures for this panorama, download them into my desktop computer, adjust their coloration and things like that even further, and then have some software stitch them all together, and then I can put it online. But I'm really happy with this particular drone. It has a Hasselblad camera, and the Hasselblad cameras are very famous for their ability to do a really great job with colors and not need a lot of color editing when you're done. So I'm pretty impressed here that, you know, in the middle of the night, we're still picking up colors in a lot of these highly lit places. So let's see here. Oh, here's an interesting one that I did on the inside of a warehouse space. So this is an old art gallery in San Francisco, and I was flying around inside this old art gallery and had a lot of fun creating a neat panorama for exploring this space. There's some artist loft space here at the top, so that's it's also, these panoramas are a fun way to show off the insides of a property. Let's see, what do we have here? This is up in Petaluma, and I guess I was over a parking lot here. Oh yes, the Safeway in Petaluma, and this is only at about 100 feet. So we get a lot of great detail of the cars and things, and I don't know. I just get a big kick out of these pictures here. And here's one that I did at night. This was a lot of fun. Um, let's zoom in here and see where we're at. We're actually down near the Embarcadero, down near the Bay Bridge. And you see there in the center, there's a little bit of a discontinuity there in the bridge. A couple of the pictures, I guess, didn't stitch together real well. But with this picture here, I was flying at probably 300 or 400 feet. But because I'm right next to a building that's taller, and we see the Transamerica Tower with that very bright light at the top of it, because I'm within 400 feet of a structure, I'm actually allowed to fly up to 400 feet over the height of the structure. But we can see here in the middle of the night, I think this was on either a Friday or Saturday night, the streets are almost empty. This was, I think, probably a 3-second exposure. So it really caught all the lights, and you see a little bit of streaks of the cars moving, but they're not going very far. So this was a pretty short exposure. But you can catch some interesting color in this. So this is a really something to show off the city. And again, for a picture like this, I'm directly below the drone. I'm not getting crazy about flying it all around and stuff, because I really want to make sure that I keep the drone in sight. We could see the moon was just rising over the horizon out there, and here it's just peeking over the bridge. So let's see. So yeah, so we have this picture here where we're still below the height of of the skyscrapers, and it's the next picture here where I think I went ahead and went a little bit higher, and I don't think I pressed it to the full 400 feet above that skyscraper, but I am high enough now that we can see the Salesforce Tower. We see the moon has risen a little bit, and we've got a real good stitch together on the Bay Bridge there, the segment on the San Francisco side. And we can even see in the distance there, we can see the other side of the Bay Bridge, the new section. So we see Oakland there in the distance. Treasure Island there is in the middle, and we see Berkeley area beyond that. And again, really great detail on the various piers at the Embarcadero, and so we see that building there, and the detail is just fabulous. But we're getting a real nice view of the whole city. And we have that Transamerica Tower again over there. I think we can see the Coit Tower. There's the Coit Tower in the middle, all lit up. And out in the distance, that horizontal band of lights, that's the Golden Gate Bridge. So we see to the right of the Coit Tower, we see the Fisherman's Wharf area. And in the far distance, we're seeing Marin and the lights of Sausalito. We see some lights there in the middle of the water, a couple lights there in the middle of the water. That's Alcatraz Island. So again, it was a very still night. There was no wind, and it was just an ideal time to take a hobbyist picture of the city. So just had a really great set of circumstances together. So that's pretty much it. What I wanted to share with you tonight is some of these great 360-degree panoramas. I may have some more on another day where I'll show you at different heights what they look like. I did a series the other day at 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet, and 400 feet. and that'll be fun to show you those. But I guess that's it for today's 99-day challenge. So, as I mentioned before, the point of the 99-day challenge is to pick something that will help improve my life or my business, or help me connect with an audience. And I told you I would hopefully entertain you each day with some drone videos and stuff. If the 99-day challenge sounds like something you'd like to try, let me know in the comments, and I'll invite you to the 99-day challenge. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover during the 99 days, something you'd like me to focus on, let me know. I'm very interested in positive growth and things like that. I have a little summary today that I wrote about the benefits of a positive outlook and how it unlocks the brain. I'll probably share that with you on another day. But I wanted to show you some nice spiritual videos. And let me know what you'd like, because in a lot of ways, the magic of this 99 days, one of the things about it is for me to focus on what you would like to see. So let me know in the comments what you'd like me to focus on, and we'll see what happens. If you'd like to be interviewed for one of my 99 days, that's also a possibility. Let me know in the comments or via private message, and we can look to set something up. So here we go. Day number 2 of 99 days. I'm done. Where are you in your 99 days?